Rick Saccone. I teach here in the political science department and actually the business department, the business school. I teach international business, and that's the class I started teaching when I first came to St. Vincent's. That's the class that actually brought me here, even though my real area is political science, and I teach international relations, comparative politics, national government, and global terrorism. So I try to teach things that are international, because I guess that's my field, is international relations and so forth. I encourage students to stop by and talk to me, whether you're one of my students or not, and students often do. If you stick around here long enough, you'll see students come in and out all day long, and they kind of sit and talk with me, and I'm willing to stop whatever I'm doing and talk. And they like to just kind of look around my office and see, because I try to keep a balance of things international in the office for them to talk about and ask questions about. Overhead is the Olympic flag that I was on the counter-terrorist team for both the '84 Olympics in Los Angeles and the '88 Olympics in Seoul. And so when I finished the '88 Olympics in Seoul, some of the officials asked me, well, what would you like as a memento from your experience here? And I said, I'll take some of those flags that you have flying over there, the banners. They're kind of banner flags, and they gave me 3 of them. And one's here in my office. It says Seoul '88 Olympics on it. One's in my office at home, and one I keep stashed away to rotate through as a spare. I collect different weaponry, and mostly knives and swords from different countries. So I have some daggers from Israel over there, and I have a Bedouin sword here with the camel bone handle that I got in Egypt. I have a jihadi sword that I brought back from Iraq. I have some Japanese swords over there. I have some medieval weapons, and I have even more of those in my home. But I don't just bring in weapons. I bring in other things. Well, I have my shrine to George Washington here, because you know, it's my favorite founding father, and so I have some little trinkets. I have some pottery. I like to collect things that are a little different. This is something you might not see very often. It's a feather from a tropical bird that's indigenous to Costa Rica, and they paint kind of folk pictures on it. And you know, you don't see that everywhere, and they're really beautiful. And they depict Costa Rica, kind of traditional Costa Rica. So I kind of collect different things from everywhere I go, and that's kind of the rule for things you find in my office is, I didn't buy it at Pier 1 Imports. I picked it up wherever I was traveling and bring it back to share with the students and allow them to ask questions about the different things that they see in the office. Every student here at St. Vincent should take something international. Not just the courses I teach, but I think I teach some pretty interesting ones. So I think students who take my classes will find something of interest to them, and that's my goal, is to kind of spark an interest in them. If they thought, well, I don't want to travel abroad, and I don't think I'd be interested in other countries' cultures, or maybe it's too hard for me. I'm hoping, my goal is that when they finish with my class, they'll say, I hadn't thought of that before, but maybe I would like to experience traveling abroad or working abroad, or working with other cultures. And I say that because I honestly believe that every student nowadays, to be competitive, has to have some type of international experience. And companies are going to look for that. The government looks for that. Everybody's going to look for that, because you may think you can just concentrate on domestic issues, but even if you don't travel abroad, at some point you're going to come in contact with a foreign culture, whether it's by internet or by phone, or whether they come in to visit your company or your agency, wherever you happen to work. And if you have that ability, or if any type of international ability is valued by employers. So I really think it's important that St. Vincent students get that type of ability, get that exposure to things international. I think we give that here, not just in what I teach and in the McKenna School, but we have a great international program here, and we provide opportunities for travel and global experience, and all kinds of languages. All those things are important, and I think students need to avail themselves of those courses if they want to be competitive when they graduate from them.